Hello, we're going live. Welcome in. This is Laura's Legacy Stamping Studio. Laura's Stamping Legacy Studio. And I'm Laura. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 5 years this February. And we do lives on Mondays, evenings, about once a month, a little more frequently during the pandemic. And oftentimes during those lives, we'll run a challenge demo, which we'll be doing tonight. But while we're getting everyone in, let me check my iPad here. If you'll just excuse me for a second. How's everybody doing? I know it's cold out. Hi, Cindy. Welcome in. Brr, better to be in than out, right? Just checking my iPad here. Here we go. See if I can get that pulled up. Checking its comments. Everything okay? Thumbs up. You can hear me? I never take anything for granted. I do not see any comments yet, but if you would, go ahead and give it a share, a like, a follow. Let me know that I'm coming through. Sometimes there's a delay on these things. But yes, come on in. Happy Martin Luther King Day. I'm sure some people had today off because of that, and others probably had to work. See if I can get my thing to work out here. Not seeing any comments yet. Oh, there you are. Hi, Barb. Thanks for commenting. Hi, Cindy. Yay, it's working. I almost considered a whole new setup tonight, but I need a little more practice on that. So we're staying with the steady program that we know, and love, hopefully. But yeah, come on in, everybody. Also, if we get Renee and Pam, I have a couple birthday people this week. Renee's is today. I'm not sure if we'll see her. Pam's is coming up this weekend during the workshop. We'll talk about that in a bit, if anyone's coming to the workshop on Sunday. I think some of you have expressed interest. But, yep, share, like, follow. If someone's supposed to be watching and they're not, pull them in here because we'll be demoing a challenge card in just a little bit. In case people don't know, people watching that are new or that are watching this later, a challenge card runs for a couple weeks. I usually demo a sketch or a template or the actual card and give you a couple weeks to create it with your supplies in any manner you wish, as long as you follow the base design. And then please, if you complete it, share the photo, hopefully in the group if you're in that, or in the page. I can find it there too. And everyone that completes the challenge card, they'll get a chance to win the prize. And I'll pull a prize winner from all those that complete it. And everyone who does participate gets a small mini product share. Hi, Terry. Welcome in. So nice to be. I don't know about you guys, but my craft room is my warmest room in the house. So just couldn't be better. Hi, Sharon. Welcome in. But then, yes, like I said, we'll pull a prize, one prize from all those that created the challenge card. This is what I'll be demoing in just a little bit. This is today's challenge card that we're making. It's a design cased from Karen Titus again. I think that was my last challenge card. She makes some great cards. I love watching Karen and Tim. They're a good duo. This is a very simple card. It's so simple it actually meets the parameters of a SIP card. SIP stands for Stamps, Ink, and Paper. The most basic elements that all of us have and can easily create. It's kind of like a mini mosaic. Simple though, and we'll demo in just a minute. And that challenge card will be due January 28th if you're making notes on things coming up and what our schedule is going to be. But first, before we move on to the demo, I want to talk about two things real quick. You know, I always do that. One is that, yes, I mentioned it briefly that we're having a workshop. I'm having a workshop here at the house. There's still some seats available. Make sure you go to the event. It is 1:30 on Sunday, and click that you'd like to be coming. And we'll be sure to reserve you a spot. These are the two projects we're working on. There's two different cards of current product. And this is what we'll be working on in the workshop. I also hope to have a tag ready for you. The tag will be based, these are products either online and or in the new mini. And I hope to do the little tag as a little Valentine tag using the like zoo critters that they have in the celebration. So I have the free stamp and die set for that. But that's what will be the workshop. So I hope you can make it. Like I said, I'm hoping to get my carve out a little time to make tags for the little gift bags. And hoping to do something with this bundle that I got free with my purchases out of the mini. And that's the second thing I want to touch on before we get to the demo is that, of course, it's celebration right now, right? One of our great promotion times of year. They used to do it twice a year. Now it's only once, 2 short months. We're already a quarter of the way through it. Today's the 15th. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. The beauty of celebration is that for the products that you order, when you get to a certain amount, if you spent 50, you can earn a free product. If you spend 100, you can earn 2 products, or you can earn 1 larger value product. So that's the promotion going on right now. So there's 3 ways to take advantage of that. Just simply get your products that you want, earn your free product with it. Another way to do it, definitely if you're thinking of spending 100, is really look into that starter kit. Because a starter kit's only $99, and you end up with $125 worth of product and your choice of 2 bonuses during celebration. You can choose $30 more in free product above the $125. So you paid $99, picked all the items on your wish list, and you still end up with 26 plus 30 more. So that's $56 more worth. Or the other option is the $60 glass mat bundle studio that's available right now. So a couple things to consider there. And also, if you're getting a lot of things on your wish list, always remember that if you go to 150, you become your own workshop and earn your own stamping rewards. So there's always a little confusion on that. I just wanted to touch on that quickly before we got into the demo. So any questions, as always, let me know. So I'm just glad I'm in the craft room where it's warm crafting. I was over the weekend, I don't know what you've all been up to, but we had a Rosy Red luncheon. And part of that was a luncheon at the stadium. It just looked so cold looking out over a stadium at this time of year. I can't imagine being in some of these football stadiums watching these games right now. So much happier to be here crafting with you. So let's go ahead and turn down and we'll start the demo. Hang tight. This is the part where I was hoping to have 2 cameras figured out so that I wouldn't have to go through this. But something to look forward to for the next one. Let's hope we're not upside down. All right. We do have a lot of host codes this month because I have so much going on. Actually, I have 3 different host codes. Host codes are what we do for customers placing orders online. I run one every month. That's the January one you see here. There is one for the workshop. So if you're coming to my workshop on Sunday, you're more than welcome to order ahead and use this host code. I have them online. The first 2 are in my group and on my page. I also said that we will pull a mystery. If it gets to workshop status, we will pull a winner, a mystery winner from that workshop. And if you placed your order ahead of time, you'd earn an extra chance. You'll earn 1 chance for every 50 since it's celebration and most people spend 50 to get their free product. And then I am doing a crop. I don't know if Shirley's in here yet, but the beginning of February, I think it's February 3rd, Shirley and Barbara run a crop over on the west side where people scrapbook and they craft. And I will be vending at that as well, and I've opened a host code there. So just depending on what you're attending and doing is which host code you will use. Sorry for the confusion, but took a minute to explain. If you have questions, just ask. So here again is the card we're making. I will post a picture later with all the dimensions. It's a great, easy card. So I hope to see a lot of challenge cards. I know we were busy over the holidays, and I did not run one in December. But in November, we only had 2 completions. So you girls need to step it up now. I'm putting the challenge on. So these are all your dimensions. Your base is 8.5 by 11, scored at 4 1/4. So that's the base. Then you have 2 layers. And don't worry about trying to write this down. I will post a picture later. So here's 2 different layers that go on the front. One is 3.5 by 4 3/4, and one is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And there is 1 piece of DSP that is 3 by 3. And we're going to cut this into the 1-inch strips. So let's go ahead and get this card started. I also have a bit of scrap here that I flagged, and I just used it to decorate the inside. So that's what that little piece is, because you'll probably end up with some scraps. So really, it's just a lot of cutting. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I know it gets a little bit much when I'm not paying as much attention to what's going on. So when you cut your 1-inch strips, and my paper's a little funny to figure out which way's up. This is that DSP. It's a current DSP. Anybody remember what the name of it is? This is a test for you, Cindy, as one of my new team members. I'm grabbing the paper to try to find the name because I can't remember it either. It's not Earth and Elegance. It's not that one. Stick with me, girls. Here it is. It's a bright, colorful paper. I just love it. I've used it before. Anybody have this paper? It's masterfully made. It's a 12 by 12. And all the bright color. Masterfully made. It's one of those artistic ones that they've come out with. But you want to get your paper cutter. And if your paper's directional, you want to pay attention to that. This kind of is. The flowers grow up. But once you cut it in a 3 by 3, it's kind of hard to tell. I think the leaves should grow up, right? Not down. Or should the leaves grow down? Well, I know it doesn't go this way because this is the stems. So I think I'm going to go this way with it. Just pick a direction that you're going to call the top and the bottom. Or maybe it's this way. What do you think? Pick whichever direction you think it's going to be. I'm going with this as the top. And then just cut 1 inch, 3 1-inch, and keep track of the direction of them. So that was my top one. Some papers might be easier to keep track of than others. It'll either go back together or it won't for you. Is it this way? What is this way? There we go. Whew, this one's tricky. Okay, so those are my 3. I'll turn them around because that's what I think the top is. If not, it'll be upside down and no one will know. So there's your 3 pieces like that. And now it's just a matter of gluing and stamping. So this one is going to be a Valentine's. So what you have to do is just line up where these are going to be. And what you want to do is put down your top and bottom one. So I'm just using liquid glue because it always gives you a little bit of wiggle room. But if you feel confident using your runner, you could do that as well. Right? That's not right, Laura. Is that right? No. That was right. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, pick a paper that's not as confusing, maybe. All right, that's your top. This one's going to lay in this direction, and this is my bottom. And I just kind of lined it up where the white edge would be equal at the sides and at the bottom. Okay, and then I'm not going to glue this one yet. That way, if I mess up the stamp down here, which sometimes I do, I can change it and get a second chance. So for now, I'm just going to put this loose. I like to have a bit of foam. I'm using a stamp from the, I think it's the March 2022 Paper Pumpkin. And it's a photopolymer. So I like a little bit of foam with that. Oh, it's a bright and colorful one, Cindy. Yeah, there's a lot of papers to choose from. At some point, you have to say, all right, I've got my quota. So I'm just a nice inking on my photopolymer. I put a little bit of foam under there. A little foam and the stamping equation always helps. So just get a little line up on where this should be and go ahead and give it a good inking. You don't want to smash it. You just want to put it down and hold it there so that the ink can transfer. That came out pretty good. And now if I had messed up, we could cover that right up and I could stamp up there instead. So this is a very forgiving and easy card design. And get that cleaned up. Now you could, let me go ahead and finish real quick this. All right. Put this one in. Now, I'm keeping it as a basic SIP card, which I said, SIP stands for making a card out of just stamps, ink, and paper. And the parameters on a SIP card, if you're doing one that's purely SIP, I'm not here. You can add stuff other than stamps, ink, and paper if you wish. Is to not even use ribbon or embellishments. So you could put a couple embellishments here. That would look gorgeous. A couple red gems or something. I'm just going to match one of the ink colors and stamp instead. So I'm using a Sweet Sorbet, which is an in color, and was in this DSP. And a little mixture of hearts. This is Valentine's card, as I said. This is a Paper Pumpkin stamp as well. I think it was the January 2021. I'm just going to put some little stamped images right here, some flowers and hearts, instead of using an embellishment or a ribbon. So you really can take a card as complicated or as simple as you want, and they look beautiful. I don't think I'll bother you with going through all the gluing. I'll just show you. But if we were going to finish this card out, we would simply glue and layer your pieces on here and on there. And then put that all together with that little piece of paper that's flying around. And you end up with this card. So that is the challenge card. Like I said, I'm hoping to see a lot of people complete this one. You have until January 28th to get this one done. Let me go ahead and turn you back up, and we'll see if we have any questions. Hold tight. There we go. So what'd you think? Who's in? Who's going to make this one? Seems so quiet tonight. Guess it's no more quiet than it usually is. Maybe it's because it's so cold and nobody's even venturing outside. They're all inside watching their shows or crafting. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know about this or about Celebration. Definitely about the workshop. Coming forward, looking forward, I always do a quick little what's up next. The Paper Pumpkin that's coming out that you can order now, and then it'll be shipped. Oh, great. Yay, Barb. I'm glad you're going to attempt this one. That ships in February. It has an Easter theme. It has a beautiful box this time. And they've gone to promoting 3 at a time now, as well as having a add-on product to go with it. So this is coming towards us in this next paper pumpkin. And in February as well, I'm going to have kit togethers. So, oh, good. Oh, did you do a card that kind of has like mosaic lines? I'm kind of stuck on that theme. I also have this one that it kind of looks like mosaic when you cut up a picture like that. So this is not the challenge card. That's a workshop card. So, okay, Barb's in and Terry's in. Come on, Sharon, I challenge you. It's been a while. Jennifer would do it if she was here. She's busy teaching, I know. But so that, and also, if anyone's looking for a great crop, I mentioned it earlier, Shirley and Barb run the Girls with a Purpose crop on the west side at their church. I think it's in Cheviot. It's not that far to get to, and it's a wonderful little crop. I'll be vending that as a vendor, and that is the first Saturday of February, and I'll find some information on that and post it for you all. But that's it. I'm going to go ahead and finish up here. Thank you for watching tonight, everybody. Pam, I'm glad you stopped in. I hope I see you on Sunday as well, even though it's your birthday. Oh, okay. Great. Thank you, Terry. I'd love to see that. So take care, everybody, and stay warm, stay bundled. And if you have any questions about anything going on, I know there's so much going on with Stampin' Up. It's hard to keep up. But I'd appreciate any orders you send my way. And honestly, if you've got some things you want to get, celebration is one of the best times. And ordering through the workshop can help. If you want to try to do it through the main workshop to save a little on shipping, we could try that too. The only problem with that is you're never quite sure if the product's going to still be there when the workshop closes. So, oh, great. See you Sunday, Terry. I hope to see the rest of you Sunday too. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.